So in summary, in Kenya, we've delivered excellent performance with double-digit growth, on both top and bottom line. I'll read that again. We've delivered excellent performance in Kenya with double-digit growth on both top and bottom line. And this builds on a very strong performance that we announced last year. This positively impacted our earnings before interest and taxes, which we call EBIT, but also net income to record a growth of 18% for EBIT and also 14% for net income. On a group basis, as a result of the foreign exchange reforms that have happened, but also what we call hyperinflationary accounting, which Dilip will come and explain what IAS 29 is. The group service revenue grew by 14%, which means actually Ethiopia contributed 10% of that growth. And then the EBIT at group level, and this is going to be very, very attractive in the future, grew by almost 32% on an underlying basis. And the net income has grown by 21.7%. So it shows the momentum that we'll be able to create once we navigate through this year. We continue to deepen M-Pesa reach across the country. Our growing agents and merchants network allows our customers to access services fast and conveniently. Innovation remains critical. We've revamped our wealth proposition and have now received an insurance intermediary license from the Insurance Regulatory Authority. This will help us accelerate our rollout of our insurance solutions. We expect to roll out propositions in both wealth and savings, but also insurance in the second half of this financial year. M-Pesa Ratiba, launched at the beginning of October, allows users to set up standing orders directly from the M-Pesa wallet, enabling seamless and automatic payments of recurring transactions and bills. With over 84 mini apps, ranging from transport to wellness and insurance, and on the super app, on the M-Pesa super app, we are giving our customers convenience and building an ecosystem that supports their digital lifestyles. As we've also seen in Kenya, even in Ethiopia, we are encouraged by the improving macroeconomic parameters marked by easing inflation, but also GDP growth in Ethiopia, which is expected to close at 8%. A significant development in Ethiopia is the reform of the foreign exchange regime, which we expected to happen at some point, and that it happens this year. As a business, we are optimistic to be in Ethiopia when critical positive reforms are happening. In the long term, this is good for Ethiopia. So in the long term, we believe it is good for Ethiopia. But we must take into account the financial impact in the short term. We've taken measures to mitigate against the short-term impact, including renegotiating foreign currency denominated contracts, onboarding local suppliers, which is good actually for Ethiopia, but also reviewing pricing amongst others. But despite the short-term challenges, we remain confident on the long-term commercial success of our Ethiopian business. Our purpose in Ethiopia is transforming lives for a digital Ethiopia. We reiterate our support to Ethiopia as it accelerates its digital agenda by increasing connectivity, creating a new digital business, and generating new jobs for its citizens. In education, we've provided connectivity and computers in various education institutions, including institutions building capacity, but also creating opportunities for the youth. We've also stood with Ethiopians in response to calamities such as the Gova zone landslide, amongst other community projects. We have seen acceleration in customer acquisition, in retention, but also strong mobile data usage. We've grown our customer base by 47.3% and continue to be impressed by the data usage. We've closed at 6.6 gigabits per monthly active customer, which I need to say to the Kenya team, compared to Kenya, which is 4.1. So I'm sure there will be a healthy competition between the Ethiopia team and the Kenya team. That's almost 50% more usage in Ethiopia compared to Kenya. And we only have 6 million customers and increasing. We are committed to preserving our customer privacy and provide a worry-free experience. The recent International Organization for Standardization, called ISO, Award on Privacy Information Management System is a testament to this commitment. The certification was issued after assessing Safaricom's level of implementation of customer support, billing services, M-Pesa, and data center operations. We champion Kenya through transformative power of technology. Safaricom is the biggest supporter of Kenyan passion points, including sports, music, and arts. We supported the Team Kenya in both Olympics and Paralympics. We concluded the very successful Chapadimba, which is our football program that is aimed at the grassroots. We supported World Rally Championship and also have started to support basketball, amongst others. Through Safaricom Hook, which is our youth platform, we connected the youth to opportunities, whether through career preparation or to showcase their talent, creating a world of opportunities for them. We are using artificial intelligence and big data to allow us to move away from one-size-fits-all products to differentiated offerings that suit each customer. Frankly, this period was marked by an improvement in some of the key macro parameters, including declining inflation, GDP growth, and also a stronger currency compared to last year. As a result, there was a general decline in food and also fuel prices. However, economic recovery is fragile, with constrained physical space and also a declining disposable income for our customers. Our customers are facing higher prices of goods, including fuel and costs of loans, whilst our businesses, especially the small businesses, are affected by higher interest rates. Our sustainability agenda. We recently launched our 13th Sustainable Business Report. The report is a sign and a commitment to transparency to our operations. We accelerated digital inclusion and pioneered sustainability-linked financing with an additional 15 billion Kenya shillings of syndicated financing, bringing the total loan to 30 billion Kenya shilling. This is a pioneer in the industry, and it was syndicated with 4 banks. So competitors came together to support us to conclude this syndicated financing. We have partnered with like-minded organizations to develop, to design, and to co-create solutions for maximum social and economic impact. Looking at some of the highlights of the report, in Kenya, our impact on society is now 16 times the profit we generated in the past financial year. In Ethiopia, we are deepening our roots as we connect with Ethiopians, and we'll talk about it a bit more. We are catalyzing a net positive future for our planet as we step up our efforts to achieve 5,000 plus sites on solar, plant 5 million trees, and have over 95% of our sites powered by green energy by 2030. These efforts continue to rally climate action, grow the circular economy, as well as boost conservation and restoration of biodiversity and ecosystems. Now talk about our purpose. We continue to transform lives through our foundations, both Safaricom but also M-Pesa Foundation. Commitment to society remains at the core of our operations. In the period under review, we impacted over 2.6 million. This is just purely during the period that we are talking about. Through projects in education, in healthcare, in economic empowerment, in water, and also disaster response across all the 47 counties in Kenya. We aim across Kenya and Ethiopia to connect 50 million lives on 4G+, grow financial inclusion to over 70 million, and achieve 50-50 gender representation by 2030. We are using technology to drive digital inclusion, enabling the public to access essential services conveniently. For example, we are digitizing the health sector through development of an integrated hospital management information ecosystem. This will enable citizens have an easier access to healthcare. We've deepened financial inclusion by distributing funds for critical services like Inua Jamii, which benefits the vulnerable in our communities, especially the retired. We expect to reach 2 million Kenyans with this program. The e-fertilizer subsidy, which is very popular, has boosted food production, guaranteeing the country food security, creating jobs, and increasing exports. Through Safaricom Hook, which I've already mentioned, we support our youth in job creation opportunities by enhancing their digital skills, amongst others.